Hi everybody, and welcome back to my living room. Earlier this week I had a bit of an accident. I decided that metal that had just been in my forge but wasn't red hot, like glowing, wasn't hot, and so I tried to grab it and got some not too bad burns really. Um, just a quick first degree thing, and it wasn't fun, but it did tell me that I needed to do a video about this. So we're going to talk about safety in the workshop today. Before we get started though, why don't you go ahead and get yourself a cup of coffee, tea, a beer, whatever you feel like. Go ahead and pause the video and I'll be right here. So, I could go really into detail about personal protective equipment and best safety practices and a whole bunch of other things for this video, but I don't think I want to do that, because this accident was caused by one thing in particular. I got complacent. I didn't pay attention to what I was doing, really, and that's the whole reason I grabbed onto that. Could have been much worse. Could have been so much worse. Or it could have been much better. You could make the argument that if I were wearing a welding glove, then I wouldn't have gotten burned as bad as I did. But I wasn't, and I did. Complacency is the enemy of safety everywhere you go. Be it in the blacksmith shop, the wood shop, industrial laboring, construction areas, even just driving, right? Like, if you are so comfortable that you're not paying attention to what you're doing, that's the times that the accidents happen. At least the ones that are your fault. So how do we not do that? I don't know. I wish I did. I'm looking into it because, quite honestly, it's not easy to hold yourself accountable like that, but you have to, right? Like, no one else is gonna be there. You're the whole time you're doing things that might be dangerous. Even cooking can be dangerous. You could slip up with your knife and cut your fingers, or grab something that's still hot and burn yourself just like I did. Bunches of things, right? So nobody's really going to be able to sit there and watch you do these things and stop you if you're getting them wrong. Now, if you've got people that are working nearby and they don't stop you, then they're just as much the problem as you are. So I got to figure out how to hold myself accountable on safety concerns, when really this all happened because I wasn't thinking, right? I just went outside, set up my forge, did the stuff, didn't think too much about the fact that there were forces way beyond my direct control. Yeah, I just got comfortable with it, and that's why I got the burn I did. That said, every workplace or activity has some variety of danger, right? Well, it might be pretty minimal. I work in an office, really, and there's not much there I can think of that would be really dangerous. But I also, from time to time, do some repairs on printers especially, and that causes me to expose circuitry that, while it wouldn't kill me, would definitely hurt, like a lot, if I were to get shocked. So I do some things to make sure I stay safe there. So maybe that's the answer, right? Instead of making some safety something you have to consciously consider, maybe the answer is to build a habit. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So how do you make a habit of safety? Well, I personally think that the time it takes to build a habit varies from person to person. But the number I keep hearing thrown around is 20 days of continuously doing the activity to build a habit. That seems short to me. It really does. And honestly, I have had stretches of workout periods where it was much longer than 20 days, and I just didn't go one day, and that was enough to break that habit. That wasn't a habit. That was a conscious effort. So, yeah, you build a habit with repetition. That's true. But how much and how long? I don't know. Safety's important. We do things we don't think about every day that are dangerous. And if you go above and beyond those, like I do, where I not only from time to time work with a roughly 2,000 degree Fahrenheit forge, that number still doesn't seem real to me, by the way. Workshops are dangerous places, is what I'm trying to say. Be aware of what you're doing if you do these things. If you don't, it's still a good habit to get into, right? Because, like, being aware of what you're doing keeps things from happening that otherwise wouldn't have. I think I'm going to call it at that. It's pretty short, but that's okay, really. Also, I am trying out a new microphone. Don't know if you can see. Hold up. I'll go show you. It's right there. So, I'd like to know what you guys think. If you guys would mind telling me how you think the audio is going in the comments, I would love to hear about it. Anyways, stay safe out there. The world's a dangerous place, but it's kind of fun too. Bye.